And we're back. Last time we left off, we had a decent bit of luck yesterday, as we got, I think, just one escalation all day, and I don't. It was an escalation, yeah. We got some fancy pantsy loot drops again, about 300 mil, I think. I think we got all three of these in the front there yesterday, which is about 330, bringing our total up to, I think, like roughly 600 mil in loot so far over the last 2 days, which has really only been maybe 5-6 hours, because we only did stream for 2 hours yesterday. 3 days on day one before we finally got some big boy drops. But actually, the ISK per hour is pretty respectable, I gotta say, even for doing Gallente sites, which I've been told by the chat are actually the least profitable in EVE Online, at least for high set combats. But either we're getting real lucky, or we're running them pretty efficient for a day one character. Now, I have experience doing these before. I'm not actually a first time player, but these are very, very weak setups compared to what I'm used to for the most part, because I do play another main character that's got quite a bit of skills. And I kind of want to... This is supposed to be like a bread and butter ship, the Vexor here. And I did talk about wanting to do other PvE stuff in the future, but I think today we're going to continue on with our high-sec routing stuff. Normally, I've just been coming out here and trying to decide... Botane? No. What is the Muse? Yeah, it's kind of hidden away. But I keep going out to Quayer out here in my first route and kind of trying to find as many sites as I can. Sometimes there are sites here, Indo-Dixie. It's not worth doing those because usually someone's there immediately as soon as they show up. And the combat sites are almost always wormholes. But looking forward to today. We added a cerebral booster thing, which is going for, oh dang, quite a long time. Which is going to help us train, I think. Accelerated train. Okay, so it actually shows how far we get the accelerated train. Now, it boosts our like base skills a little bit, which are already pretty high. I think at least I think they're pretty high. I can see my augmentations. No, I got that from something. There we go. Bonus remaps available. So I can remap this into whatever I'm training into, but it's not super important. Looks like there's no sites that we want to do here. There's Homefront operations, which I think are probably maybe cool and interesting new stuff. I hear you can make regular money pretty easily doing that, but I mean, the thing is, I kind of have the knowledge to do some pretty cool stuff all on my own without, I guess, having to fleet up with people to do these. I don't exactly know how they work because they're kind of brand new. They're only a week or so old. But I mean, I'm making plenty of money as it is already, so let's keep doing what we're doing, and then maybe we'll experiment with some other stuff here in the future, because the filament stuff can make you a good bit of money. More than 100 mil an hour? I don't know. At least with an alpha day one, I don't think so. Ooh, a refuge. I gotta remember. A refuge, is that one that we can do? Yes, refuge is one that can... It's a burrow. A burrow doesn't escalate into anything. But the hideaways of whatever variant and the refuges and the dens, technically, can all escalate into something. The dens will escalate into big boy stuff, though. The Corporation Hydroponics site, which is a 5 out of 10, which I definitely think we're not going to be able to do with our current guys. I would love to do one because they're worth good money. Chance for vigilant stuff. That'd be really, really cool. But alas, I don't think we're ready for them quite yet on day 3. Oops, I forgot to... Gotta remember, let's see. The missile battery hits the hardest, I think. Yeah, actually, we don't need to move at all here. We can set the rep on. Now, technically, we're not stable if we run both the AB, guns, and repper. But as we are now, just running the repper and guns, I think we're 100% capacitor stable. or maybe not 100%, but whatever the stable thing is, I can actually look at the simulation thing. If we turn that off, why does this keep folding up on me? The data stuff on the right hand side. That's kind of weird. Okay, well we're 44% stable. Okay, not too bad. And this can actually do the 3 out of 10s fine. As essentially a day one, you know, just with your free 100 mil ISK that you get. We can do 3 out of 10, which is nice. And actually, I'm kind of tempted to try a 3 out of 10 in the Algos. I know I can do it in T3 Destroyer because I've done it on my main, but personally, I'm curious as to whether I can pull it off on this lesser trained character. So we have what, like a sum total of 1 million skill points? 1.6. Yeah, we're just here at this refuge trying to get either an escalation or a Serpentis frigate to show up, get us some good loot. Making money. And I mean, at this rate, I mean, what, Plex is like 4 or 5k a pop? I don't need that cargo container. You need about 2.5 billion to get a month of Plex. A month, enough Plex, 500 Plex for a month of subscription. So theoretically, like 2 or 3 hours a day, I could definitely earn enough for Plex. As long as I can keep that 100 mil an hour going, which is honestly surprisingly good. Yeah, we're just gonna let the drones handle all these guys. No need to be super, super fast. I'm already making more money than I expected, so. And we gotta mess around with the tabs and windows and stuff to make sure we have this set up. This is a highway. Refuges are a little bit longer to fight compared to the hideaways. I don't know what the exact rate for you getting an escalation is. I assume it's around like 25%. Because the only other... I should probably actually keep track. We should have like a running total. Let's see. Notepad. Okay. I'm going to pull up a brand new notepad. That is way bigger than we need it to be. Sites. Escalations. I guess the drones are going to handle it all, so I can't just like put it on the main screen. So I'm going to have sites. Huge. And hide away. And we'll keep track how many escalations we've gotten. Refuge. I have it right there. I should be able to spell it correctly. R-E-F-U-G-E. It looks wrong, but that is spelled the same way it is here, so. Yeah, we'll keep track of how many sites we've done. This is going to be 1 refuge. 1, 0, 0, 0. And we should maybe keep track of loot too now. I might go back and watch all my other stuff and kind of update that. Let me put that to the right here on another monitor. They kind of keep track. I can go back and watch and check what we've done, get a better idea at the drop rates and all. Alright, but nothing from this site. Let's continue on our way. The fact that I can do these so nonchalant is kind of the reason I picked the Vexor. I picked Gallente because it's near my main character's operational systems and stuff in Gallente space. But actually picking Gallente and then having a few of those skills so I can get into the drone boats a bit quicker is actually really beneficial for us. We're still only excuse me. We're still only on day 3 now. And for the amount of money we've made, it's been worth our time by a lot. Air career program stuff. What did we do? 100 Stargate jumps? I'll take it. We almost have Enforcer done. I forget. Actually, I'm not even sure what you get. We'll go one more. We'll skip this cosmic anomaly. We might do that. We might scan it down on the way back. But for now, it's probably just a wormhole. As best we can expect. Parole. I mean, this little section here in Gallente space has been pretty profitable for us, I suppose. We've done this, I think, first and second day as far as I can remember. And although it is kind of a little bit until we get our escalation, we got to do a few sites, maybe warp around a little bit more, search a little bit better, more effectively. There we go. We can do a hideaway. And I'm going to launch my probes, boost my sensor, and go analyze some more stuff. Can this go to the right anymore? Yeah, so we can kind of see that a bit more clearly. Oop. Right, so it's probably somewhere like over here. I'll scan that again. It's on the PVE tab for when we land. I'm so used to. The problem is, like, I go and do faction warfare, my main, in the evening, so I'm used to hitting V all the time to get D-scan up and running. And it's just an automatic reflex for me at this point. He's orbiting a little quick for our guns, but not the drones. These should both be frigates, so we should be able to shoot them with our guns. Yes, we do. No, we don't. Never mind. Scratch that. These are the... Yeah, these do have the range and the tracking. Okay, that hits. That's better. Oh yeah, and I gotta scan out the site, because the hideaway is not great. Or it's not a long site. It is a combat site. That's nice to see. Give me another narcotics warehouse. Wish these guys were a little bit longer range so they could shoot me from further away. That way my drones would just automatically go after them. But alas, no. Rogue drone asteroid. We're probably going to ignore that. I'll look it up while we're doing this refuge and scanning more stuff down, but we probably won't do it. Drone asteroid infection. It is a 3 out of 10. Okay. Let's see. Looking at the page. We can very, very rarely get a faction module, it says. Okay. But otherwise, nothing. Okay, yeah, probably not worth. There's 3 pockets to it, okay. They look very, very easy to do. It can be done in a cruiser. We might do it on the way back. I'm gonna save it. Save location in 3 hours, yes. Get our ripper going. Yeah, if we pull this over and kind of look at it, it says, yeah, of course we get the overseer effects, which is less than 1 million together. Mineral compound from the rogue drone container. Very compound types. It's probably just drone stuff, right? And then the crappy mineral container of nothing worth anything. If you're only going to get 100 M3, then it has a very, very rare chance for a faction module, which could make it all worth it, but probably not at the end of the day. Oh, I need to keep scanning these down, don't I? They seem to be scanning pretty quick. I hope they're not wormholes, but they could likely be. What did I unlock here? Oh, some extra money. We'll get that. Keep all the stuff here. I have my camera a little off-centered for this account. Another combat site, okay. We'll take that. Let's get it out. The drones will handle these frigates near me. Probably won't waste any ammo shooting them. I'll just try and focus on scanning these sites down. Serpentis Phi Outpost. Ooh. That, I think, is a 2 out of 10 if I'm remembering correctly, right? Let's look that up. A 4 out of 10. Ooh. Okay, maybe we go after that. I think we got to try it at the very least. Let's see, there's one more cosmic signature. Let's see if we can go down and scan it. Thank you. Because there's two pockets to the Serpentis Phi outpost. We pull it up here. So we have first pocket, which is kind of dangerous and stuff. Electronically sealed containers unlocked after certain ships have been destroyed. So I can kind of speed run that a little bit. And the second pocket has just an initial overseer battleship. That is all you got to kill and all you got to do to get the chance for loot. So it seems like it's also pretty quick, although it is probably very dangerous because there's battle cruisers. And, of course, the battleship. Was that one we tried to do in the Algos? No. I don't think so. Oh, we got a Gila showing up. Okay, I hope he's not scanning our site down to do it. He would probably do that site much, much quicker than we would. He's a nice big boy ship. Oh, he's got a skin on it and everything. Oh, Serpentis Narcotics Warehouse? So there's enough sites that we can kind of share them, I suppose. I'd rather him do the 4 out of 10, even though that might be better loot for me. Maybe we should be nice and say that there's a 3 and a 4 out of 10 in system. Where's he aligning to, I guess? He's aligning to a spot somewhere over here. Not where I have anything at the moment. His drones aren't out, though, I don't think. He warped to the sun. Okay. So he's probably going to try and scan stuff down unless we see him leave system. I want to get the site done and then go to one of these two. The Narcotics Warehouse I know I can do, so I'm going to try and go there and do that one. If we don't get the 4 out of 10, then we don't get the 4 out of 10. It's, you can have it. That's fine. That's the harder one that I'm less certain about. We might even get an escalation off this anyway. Nope. Okay, drone's back in. Reload. Stop that rep, and we will go to the location. The Serpentis Narcotics Warehouse. 3 out of 10.
Drive active.
Another refuge spawn. Nice. If that somehow lasts with the Gila here, that nice. Which I really doubt. We'll do that after, I guess, the 2 sites if we attempt them. Or if we are successful in them. I guess we can get that back. And I guess we'll see them despawn if the guy is doing his thing. Did I not warp to 0? What? I swear I warped to 0. We gotta slow our way there. Dang it. And the PvE tab, and it shows nothing, so he's not inside. Okay. I think it's actually just faster to warp off and warp back.
Warp drive active.
Oh, you know what? We got to add those to the tracker, right? We did a refuge and a hideaway, so we have 2 refuges and 1 hideaway done today. 0 escalations. Okay, and no loot today. There's belt rats. Oh no. Within 0. It's 3 out of 10.
Active.
The 3 out of 10 is going to take longer to do, I think. Man, my nose is itchy. There we go. Let's get inside here and get this going. We have the key. I want to go see if we can... I mean, the thing is, we don't have to kill any of the rats, technically. We just got to get the key and we can go. But there is technically a very low chance, as I, like, scratch my nose. My nose is itchy for some weird reason. We're on the, like, tip here. So yeah, that station can theoretically drop faction mods and stuff. It's a very low chance. But it can do. We're not very fast. Oh, I should have put a micro warp on. I think we do have room, right? No, we don't. Okay, well. Let me get the Ripper go. No, we don't need the Ripper yet. I will shoot guys on the way, I suppose. Just a patroller. Dang. Transversal is just not... Our skills are just not great. This guy maybe we can hit? Nope, not even him. I think they're trying to shoot our drones up here as well. You can see a little... It's hard to see, but they got little like sensor dampener things running around up there. Targeting the drones. Once these guys all falling behind me, because they are still a little bit slower, they might... Their angular might go down low enough for us to be able to shoot. There we go. We'll clear a couple of them off the field. It's not super important that we do. The drones, however, are getting shot up. Let's get them back inside. I'm going to re-angle ourselves a bit better. Yeah, we do want lights out. This is the station, so we don't have to worry about the tracking. Just gotta make sure I don't lose any drones. Let's turn the AV off and kind of slow go the rest of the way. Yeah, we take this room no problem. I mean, even our shield buffer, as unbuffered as it is almost enough to really tank us here. We'll get the armor going a little early, just because. Oh, my drones were not shooting this thing. Dang it. Ooh, more refuge. Nice. But we left a wreck here, at the very least, so... Cargo container, anything special? Nope, that's to be expected. Get back in here, boys. You're going. Giant explosion. Did that one not make a sound, or do I have it turned off? I don't remember. Let's add to the notepad. Narcotics. We're gonna do 1. And it's gonna be non-applicable. And loot's up there. And then you do need to go down, along with everyone else in this pocket before we can continue. So let's butt our way towards you, lock up these other guys. We do pocket by pocket. These guys are going to spawn here. I'm going to lock that guy, and I'm sending drones to target this pocket over here. Ormix must be scanning the sites out. I'm hoping he's doing the Phi outpost. We saw him in a Gila over here, which might be a nice ship for us to upgrade to. But we do not have Kaldari Cruiser at all, so We're holding off for now. You guys, I kind of want to shoot. Oh, I wasn't focusing my drones properly, so they're just gonna, I guess, do their own thing. And the thing is, I can kind of just AFK at this point. We're gonna run a little low on capacitor with the AB, but I honestly don't even need that running. Let's see, the notepad. Yes, so we're doing 1 narcotics. We have not yet gotten any loot, but we're going to keep track of what we've gotten. We're almost guaranteed to get loot from what I've seen doing them myself. I guess I should kind of separate the narcotics, which is DED. DED. Dead sites. Let's set that up to the side. Save it as Eve. Eve combat site table. I don't know where I saved it, but hopefully to the desktop. So it's easy accessible. Yeah, we're so slow with our slow boat and our nearly negative skills. Oh, we're getting shot up a little bit. Let's get our drones back in. Oh, I did not hit the right button. I made it smaller. That's not what I want to do. We can't track anyone with our speed. Let's get a little bit more speed. Okay, aggro switch. Let's get him out. Get him going again. Mr. Chief of Security, I like to keep you at 3K range. Our railguns will be able to deal a relatively okay amount of DPS. Frigates are not getting targeted as best I can tell. We're still the primary, it seems. Let's turn this AB off. Save a little bit of capacitor. We're not really tracking super great with how he's orbiting. He seems to want to orbit us pretty close. We'll hold off on firing. Just approach him. If he flies straight away from us, we should be able to track fairly okay. But it's also not super important that we kill him super fast. Should I keep track of Serpentis rats that we kill as well that are inside the site? Because ultimately, like, the Necrotics Warehouse is like the actual escalation loot that I'm going to count. But these guys, like Serpentis Chief, we'll track those separately. We'll track, like, rats, Serpentis rats. Which we're just going to track, I guess we did... This is going to be number 2, technically, this guy. Okay, yeah, approaching him, we should be able to fire. Yeah, now we can deal some DPS. Drones still aren't getting bothered. Most of the frigates are gone. There's the one turret that we don't really care about. Yes, make sure Mr. Security is killed before we finish off the last frigates, because we want to get back to the acceleration gate. At least be a little efficient on our time. The point defense battery does not need killed at all for us to continue on here. But after the loot we got yesterday from one of the Serpentis rats in this site, I do want to kill every single one of them, make sure we loot them. Okay, back to that guy. Armor up, I'm going to turn off. The rats are going to get the patroller. I guess we'll shoot the defense battery. Nope, we can't track him. Even though he's completely stationary and well within our fall off, we somehow can't hit that battery. We did pick up a 125 carbide railgun, a light electron pulse cannon. Nice. Isn't that incredible? Ooh, there's 3 refuges up now. Decent chance to get an escalation afterwards if they're not finished before we get to them. I am going to let them finish that and then call them back. Get on in. Pocket 3 of 4. I can't remember if we got the loot yesterday from the guy in Pocket 2 or Pocket 3. I'm getting more and more familiar with the narcotics warehouse, but I'm still not certain. I think it was this guy. I think it was Pocket 3. Mr. Headmaster, we're going to approach you. Drones out. Lock everything. We don't have to kill the sentry guns, so I'm going to unlock them. The drones might get on them, but I don't have to kill them. Let's get the repper going. 18 kilometers. Let's shoot him with the rails. Should maybe hit. His angular is actually getting kind of high. 0.7. Yeah, it's not going great, but we hit a little bit. There, now it's tanking. Let's see, we gotta pick ones with low transversal, like that one. But that guy's going higher and higher. This guy isn't, though. This guy looks like... Oh, I don't have him targeted. No! The drones are handled... Well, okay, we need to call the drones back in. Getting close to Mr. Refinery Headmaster. We ought to use our rails on him. Since our drones are considered safe. Them do their own thing. We can sit back and relax and just enjoy the onslaught. Enjoy the spoils of our automated victory. As we slow boat towards the head of Mesta. Ooh, they're going quite out of their way to get some of these rats. And some of them are kind of sticking around other rats. They're not focus firing like I tell them to. Right? Auto attack and focus fire are on. And I would still prefer that they did. But I mean, as long as they're not taking a ton of damage, I think they're okay. Some of them are getting shot at, but... Oh, they are taking damage, okay. Come back to Dad. Get you boys in the bay. Alright, everyone, shoot me! Shoot me! We're seeing yellow boxes from a lot of the rats. And I want them to be red, which means they are shooting us. But, I mean, I think they will, ultimately, at the end of the day. Let's get this guy who's damaged targeted first. Unlock the other guys. I'm just not even worth trying to use the rails on really anyone else. Headmaster is down. His loot is mine. Maybe over to him. Let's see if we got lucky on another one of these guys. That's 3 Serpentis rats so far today. No. Okay. Slow boat towards the acceleration gate. We don't need to take out any of the guns. None of the gun emplacements. We will, I suppose, because that guy's locking us. Got nothing else to spend our ammo on. Although it does look like the drones decide that they want to go after him. I wonder if they prioritize deep, like how much damage is getting done. Like whoever's done the most amount of damage over the last, like, I don't know, 10 seconds or something after they try and find a new target. See, the drones are not getting shot as far as I can tell. Kind of hard to track when they're all in this mess that's going on here. I'm gonna go this way, please. Just a line down the path. I guess we'll stop and shoot the sentry gun. At this point, why not? Except to, you know, save money on ammo. I mean, we're shooting, what, 400 ISK, 500 ISK? 736 ISK per round. So every shot is taking about 1,500 ISK. With our 2 guns. The drones have unlimited ammo. And look at our pristine hull getting repaired immediately. Technically it's our armor. Our hull's not getting repaired at all, but we're looking great. Yeah, I don't have a good idea for like fixing the frame rate stuff. So I'm recording and streaming in 60 FPS. And when I try and record and stream Eve on my main monitor, which is 144 FPS, crazy frame drops and stuff, and it's unstable. But if I drop that monitor down to 60 FPS, it lowers it enough that it can handle it no problem. Which you'd think, well, maybe, you know, Eve is just a really taxing game, you need to run it at lower settings with both those running. No, Eve's not a taxing game at all. In fact, I run it at max settings, and it uses 10% of my graphics card when I'm not streaming. But all of a sudden when I'm streaming, trying to do the same thing, it wants to use like 200% of my video card power, which is not great. Let's align down the lane that we're gonna end up warping. I think he did do the PHY outpost. I don't see it anymore. So that's good to see. At some point he might have warped out or warped to us and seen that we were doing it and head off. One more. We'll pull her in and head on out. Might as well stop repairing, try and get a little bit of extra cap. Get these boys in here. And accelerate away. The final section, the one with the actual potential for good loot. Okay, let's see. The supply station supervisor's over there. He is a Serpentis rat and gonna have Serpentis stuff in him. Kind of speed forward. When you say kinda, I mean kinda. Because we need to get there, we need to get within 40k to launch and have our drones attack. And that's gonna be the main DPS. We don't want to get too close to their DPS, because they can actually sort of break us if we are not careful. So let's get drones orbiting us at the very least. Yeah, when we did it for the first time yesterday... Yeah, he's doing the refuges now. We did this for the first time yesterday. I wasn't sure if I could take it, so I was a little bit more cautious. And I still feel like we should be pretty cautious on this. I don't need that frigate. I want to shoot these sentry guns, because although they're not likely to track me very well, let's get off the field. They do omni damage, which I'm not tanked very well against, even though it's essentially negligible. Let's slow down now. Let's go for supply stronghold. The rats, are they getting shot at? It's hard to tell. Yes, they are. Okay, we'll pull them all back. Take you off the scan. We're gonna get Mr. Supply Supervisor. We're getting locked up. We're gonna try and get aggro on us. It looks like it's slowly switching over. Let's get the lights back out. I do have regular infiltrators and stuff that I could put up, but they're going to get shot much more actively and effectively. See, I kind of want to just shoot you with the guns. Here, ooh, we got a rep. We got a rep. Let's not make mistakes and get killed without running our tank. Let's go to where this guy's wreck is going to be. So far, are you getting shot again, or are you just... I think you're just repping up from the damage you took right now. You are getting shot again. Okay. Let's pull y'all back. We might lose one. Just less of a problem today as it was day one, since we now actually have money. But okay, everyone's back inside. Get back out there. Get on target. And we're kind of in range to shoot him now, so... Nope, we're not in range at all. Back to shoot the supply station. Which his signature should be big enough that we don't have to track him very well. We should just be able to shoot that giant, massive station. Oh, you guys are fighting the wrong things. I'm sorry. I need you on the supply station master guy. Sorry, guys. And we are stable so far. They're going after the drones again. Come on back, boys. I want this frigate fleet on me. See, now they start yellow boxing me. Some of them that are in range, but not all of them. Kind of weird. I'm shooting your station, and it's in armor, technically. I feel like you guys should be a bit more concerned about that. Let's try and speed up a little bit. We're going to eat into our cap a good bit, but we should be okay for a few minutes. Slow down. Looks like they aren't going after the drones, which is good. We got them far enough away. I'm gonna have to run this afterburner because we got to get close to Ludus Wreck, of course. At the very least, it's going to be a while till we get the actual stronghold down. Open there. They're going after the drones again. The question is, are they hitting effectively at that range? I don't think so. So they might be able to stick on him until he's dead. Then we'll pull him back once more into the bay, then stick him on the station. That'll be the plan. Okay, pull him back. He has no loot at all. Let's get down straight. I'm going to turn off the AB. Get us some cap. Everyone is going to switch aggro. We've been plugging the station for a while, so with the drones and the guns, this should go a little bit quicker. We don't need this anymore either. We can save cap on that. Not that they eat much at all, but it's not nothing. The drones are getting attacked again. Well, they're kind of doing okay. Because they orbit weirdly at this giant collidable structure. I'd like to get this done as soon as possible. Because we aren't 100% stable against all this. But, I mean, we're doing okay. We're stable for now. I think is the big thing. I wonder if that's actually... The safeguards are sometimes hitting us for double digits. The drones are doing okay as it is. I'm gonna float. I guess we'll keep floating down, I suppose. We're getting close to breaking. I want to float towards that point there because that's where the can is going to spawn. It's going to make me probably take more damage. Our guns are going to reload as well.
Has run out of charges.
Our drones do not do as much DPS as I prefer here. The Gila guy's gone on the system, so he must have done all the other things. The other sites, and we are breaking here pretty quick. I'm going to use the AB a little bit to try and get some of this damage off of us. Try and mitigate it some, I suppose, with some speed. Okay, looks like a little bit more is beginning to miss. I really don't want to have to warp out and then warp through all those things again. That would be the most annoying part. Our guns still track perfectly through all this, so it's not that big a deal. Let's spin around here because we're coming in for the home stretch as we finish off the stronghold. Yeah, looks like this is helping a good bit. We're gonna have to turn that off because we're gonna have to line here soon. Trail seems to run cold. That sounds about right. Oh, did it? Did I get an escalation? No, weird. The agency pinged for some weird reason. Loot? 55 million, I'll take it. Take it. Now let's see, we are taking a lot of damage too because we're getting kind of stationary. Let's leave. We got our drones in. Everyone is on us. I mean, we'll warp in plenty of time. No problemo. All right. The acrylic A-type armor repair. It's small, so it's probably still much worse than we currently have. And a 5MN. Yeah, 25 mil a pop, not too bad. Let's mark that down. We did another Serpentis rat, so we're at 4. Let me move this over here so we can mark it. And we did do narcotics. What loot did we get? We got, Really? Really? A 5MN and don't need to enter. Small pep. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Let's warp to that hideaway. I had to get my probes back in, right? Yes, we did. Okay, so let's launch them again. See if we can track down these sites in this system. If I had to guess, the Gila's probably been through here, and these are all wormholes or something. Or he is in here, probably doing these sites. Dang it. Question is he at the hideaway first? Ooh, half a mil little drop there. Always appreciated from the bounties. He is here in his Gila. Dang you, cost you. We'll sit here while we're scanning stuff down. Looks like he has this site completely done. Did he get any special loot? He's flying towards it like he got loot. But it doesn't look like he did. Yeah, no special rat or anything, and he warps to the gate, I think. So he must have everything scanned down if I have to guess. And it's nothing he's interested in. Maybe drone sites or wormholes. Whichever it is, not probably worth doing. That is a combat site. It's probably down here. Let's rescan that. Probably drone site, otherwise that guy probably would have done it. Unless he just wants to go sit on the gate while he scans the rest of the sites down. It isn't up for all the multitasking of shooting and scanning at the same time. It's a Serpentis hideout. That's kind of weird, because... Oh, is Serpentis hideout 2 out of 10? It just might be.
Warp drive active.
It didn't tell me, but... No, it's an unrated D&D site. It's frigates only. And this is... It can escalate to Mind Flood, 25% chance. Okay, this is the one I've seen. 25% chance. ED. We're going to add it to the list. Inside the gate. Oh, we do need a... I need to get a worm. It does say tier 2. Okay, we're going to save this location. Save 3 hours. We're going to go... I guess to the gate, or to 0. I want to scan down that other site just in case. Did I put a worm fit together yesterday? I think we did. It says it's an unrated complex, but you still need Destroyer. Okay, that's really exciting. Never mind. What are the chances he's getting a Destroyer and he's going to come back and do it? Probably pretty high. I guess where are we going if we're not going to go get the Algos and do it? That is the question. Let's jump through that gate. We have to come through at least a few jumps this way anyway. Jump through that gate. Yeah, we'll set our destination to home and we'll go get the Algos. Set destination. We're gonna go back that way with the Algos, and then there are 2 systems. Add waypoint. I guess just one really. Erdland. Is that a good? That's a weird constellation because Deacon, Chevali, and Baal are in there, but they're not. They're weirdly connected in this constellation. Duans. We did a site yesterday in Duans, an escalation. Maybe that'll have some luck for us. We'll head back through that, I think. That waypoint. Eternity. We can pick up some more ammo as well. I mean, I guess we're picking up a different ship, so that's not that important. That side is really, really fast to do. I wish I could get in there with a cruiser. It saves so much time. But now we gotta warp around. And that's why the Hecate is so much better, the T3 destroyer that we're unable to fly. Because it can get in there and it can do those sites. It's got much better effective tank and DPS than either of the ships. Well, I mean, with my skills it wouldn't have better DPS, but I also have to shoot stuff with it. It's not a drone boat. There's no like good, there's no T2 or T3 drone boat, I don't think. Does the Pontifex drone boat? And does the, what is it, the Deacon? Yeah, what are they called? We're going to look that up since we have nothing else to do. There is the Amar T2 destroyer called, there's the Heretic Command Destroyer Pontifex. It is a drone boat, okay. And then the Gallente one, we have the Magus, which also still uses drones. Okay, I guess there's a T2 drone boat. Not that we're going to end up flying it. I think it is worth... I think it's not worth messing with. When it's a command guy, gets extra armor resistances. It would kind of do these pretty good. Ooh, hideaway and hidden. Oh, man, I'm so tempted to do these. Maybe we'll come back for. Remove waypoint. We're trying to get a square. We're gonna add a waypoint here, so we'll come back. If we don't go get that 2 out of 10, then we'll come back and do these. Oh no, someone else is doing them. Never mind. Never mind, someone's already here. Of course, sites don't stick around. I should know that. Not this close to Dodixie. Everyone's out here doing combat sites. Let's get into system. We're into station, I suppose. We're already in system. I'm just kind of a little tired for today. Oh, the Serpentis don't like us. Our standing has decreased. Why? Who knows? It's a mystery. Oh, a new combat site. Cosmic site, probably. Well, of course it's a cosmic site. It's probably a wormhole. No one wants a wormhole in Dodixie open to their wormhole.
Docking permission requested. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Let's see, let's drop our loot off before we forget. I should maybe get a station container for the loot and all. That way it's kind of sorted. We have the actual valuable loot that I'm really worried about, and other stuff I can ignore.
Warp drive active.
Let's get on our... Oh, we still have loot in this one. Let's back up and put that away. Let's not risk having... Is that the... No, we had A types last time. These are B types. I was like, did I forget to put the loot I just put away in? No, we actually forgot to put this loot away from this one. Okay.
Warp drive
Let's
active.
keep going. Athenard. Oh, dang. Athenard. Okay, we're coming back here once we get through. This has got stuff, although my guess is someone's doing them. Bros aren't good, right? Yeah, the hideaways are. This is probably all going to be gone. There might be new ones for all we know. Spawning up in a little bit. Nothing at all in Eternity.
Active.
I mean, we've been through here. We know that. Oh, Wispus, I hadn't even noticed. Congrats on the loot. Yeah, appreciate it. Man, I'm so tired today. I'm not even paying attention to chat sometimes. Apologize. Yeah, we got some pretty nice stuff. I guess some good starting stuff for today. We got 50 mil. I'm trying to keep track of our drops, at least for today, and I might go back because we've been streaming the last 2 days as well, and I kind of want to get stats on this because the last 2 days we made a ton more money than I expected, honestly. We actually got a Serpentis damage control drop, and that was on our first day, and so that ended up getting us like 200 mil. It's the first thing I sold. And we yesterday we picked up, I think, both a multi-adaptive spectrum Corelli thing worth 150, then like another like 100 mil 50 mn micro warp, and another something else. Oh, a Serpentis scrambler. I mean, am I new to Eve? Is this my first character? No, this is not my first character. I'm not new to Eve. I played for 3 years, and I started that 8 years ago, so I got off about 5 years ago. Skipped all of Scarcity, came back about 2 months ago on my main, and he's in Gallente Faction Warfare, which is part of the reason why we're doing this in Gallente space. And I like streaming, but you know, there's not a good way to like stream Faction Warfare, you know, securely. At least not that my fellow militiamen think. So I do like doing high set combat sites, and we're making money, so that's what I decided. We're on day 3 here, and we're actually running pretty well. I do want to maybe try some of the new content, because this is like old stuff. I did this back in, I say back in the day, but I mean, Eve's 20 years old, and I played 8 years ago at the most. So it's back in the day for me, but not for like the rest of the OGs who've been playing forever. Oh, you're in Gallente too? Nice. Yeah, Gallente Faction Warfare it's an uphill battle is all I can say. Let's see. We are in Quaer. I guess the anomaly is gone. Serpentis hideout. No, it's still up. That's what it is. This one here, because I have it scanned down. Question is, are any of these guys already there? But yeah, if we take into account, so day 1 I did 3 hours, and we made 300 plus mil. I only sold the 200 mil Serpentis damage control, and then I did 2 hours yesterday because I had D&D afterwards. And we had to end it a little quick, but I also got another 200 mil. So essentially, we've been doing 100 mil an hour. Let's see, is anyone inside? Does not look like it. Let's get in there and run this boy. The Serpentis hideaway, if we look at it real quick, a couple of frigates. There's a couple of cruisers here in the end, which aren't too bad. We just buffer Algos here, but there's no guarantee that we get the commander frigate, but the Mind Flood. The Mind Flood is what we actually got that Serpentis damage control drop on. So that's what we're hoping for. Again, the downside is this is a very, very like slow boaty kind of thing. This is a slow boaty section here. I wanted to fit a micro warp on here, but with like a day 3 character, I just didn't have the CPU to fit one on. Although I could literally take a gun away. Why does this keep folding up? This didn't happen the last couple of days, and it hasn't happened on any of my other characters, but our stats keep folding up. Oh well, let's lock these guys up, get the combats out. I need to put more drones in here now that we have money, actually. The fold up is a new bug. Aw, man. Maybe I just won't ever close that. Maybe that'll just stay in a window. But yeah, day 1, we actually, sorry, on Sunday, technically it was our like day 0. I made the character and got it set up. I did the like tutorial because there wasn't a tutorial when I played originally, so I kind of got to see that. It was a little cool, I gotta say. It's for someone who's played before, it's obviously hand-holdy and stuff, but like getting the like, you know, little pseudo Astero is kind of cool looking. I wish you get to keep, you know, it is like a, I don't know, a shuttle or something, or a rookie ship version. That'd be kind of cool. But then I did like the first 10 air career missions, so I got enough money to buy, I think it was this exact Algos. It says 2 mil for the hull, but like the drones which are outside are another like 0.5 mil a pop. So I barely had like 5 mil after doing all that, and we ended up. Let me slow down. Make sure the drones are on target. We can actually shoot these guys too. And so I got that, ran this, and I got the mine flood that we were talking about that I got from one of these Serpentis hideout sites on day 1, and that's how we got our big boy drop that day. So like the track is actually very, very like simple to follow, and it actually is like way more lucrative than I thought it would be. Because honestly, like being in Gallente militia and faction warfare does not make me enough money. I do not make 100 mil an hour. It makes me enough to pay for itself, but it is not all that lucrative. I'm not exactly building wealth with it. Let's see, you guys want to go quick because this is the bunker. Yes, that's what we need to go after. Bunker, no, the armory. We need to blow up the armory as well as all the frigates. So the faction frigate. Sorry, I'm spilling over my words because I'm a little ahead of myself here. Always excited. The Serpentis frigate would spawn here if we're gonna get it, but the escalation will spawn after the armory. You know what's gonna help? If I get another drink. Yeah, good old-fashioned Coke Zero. And we don't have to kill anyone else, so we won't waste our time, I don't think. But the escalation will spawn on the armory once it's destroyed, if we get the escalation. Ah, no escalation. Dang. Oh well, we got a refuge with a decent chance. We'll warp to that essentially immediately. And I guess we're going to float back towards Do-Dixie. I would rather be searching in my Vexor for sites, because we ran across that 3 out of 10 here earlier and got that 50 mil loot drop. And that's something I'm not confident that I could get done in the Algos reliably. BRB, gotta fight someone. Yeah, go get him. Light missile battery. Gotta take him out first. I don't even need to move. Just take the hits. Some naughty Caldari. Yeah, the squids are a menace. But we've been pushing them back. We actually gained my little group has kind of done a decent bit of work. We pulled a couple of systems back over the last month after we lost a couple, and now we're actually plus we're up 1 since I have joined. Ooh, a Praxis? Who warps a Praxis to a refuge? What the heck? Whitmire? Whitminer? What kind of nutcase are you? I don't think he's shooting anything. I guess maybe he just wants to watch. It's probably aligning to the nothing now. Weird. Oh, he can fly faster than me. I mean, he probably has more skills than me, so I guess I can't be that jealous. Let's fly this way, because I don't want him, like, sniping out the faction frigate if he does. Actually, let's see if I can identify what guns he has on, if any. It looks... I can't zoom in far enough. I can't tell if those are, like, rapid lights. Those look like mediums, maybe. Because they're a little too small for the current slots here. But they also maybe are like autocannons or something. Which, I mean, as far as his bonuses are concerned, they're only towards, yeah, like bigger stuff. I wish I could zoom in more. Is there a way to do that? So I can actually see what's on there? I suppose not. Yeah, that's the last guy. No escalation here either. Let's continue on our way. Back to Freyole. We were heading towards Athenard because we saw some sights in there earlier. Not really anything too special, but not too bad. And I guess we'll go to Dodixie afterwards, unless we find a, I don't know, we get an escalation for a 1 or 2 out of 10. Oh, he wants to talk to me. We'll give him the answer. He asked us why we're not salvaging, and I'm just looking for those Serpentis rats or escalations. Because we make 100 mil an hour so far in the almost 6 hours we've been doing it now. Yeah, it looks like 6 hours we've been doing. Wave on back. Just drone stuff left here in Farole. Oh, refuge. Oh, I want to go back into the refuge. There's a burrow here, but that's about it. We're going to go back in. We're going to slow boat back with our crappy afterburner to do that refuge that spawned right as we were landing and jumping. I wonder if where the sites respawn is weighted to their security status as well. I'm kind of curious as to that. The mechanics aren't like published like a lot of MMOs where it's like, oh, we know exactly what the drop chance are for all these RuneScape bosses and how the mechanics work. Because we data mined and someone's like actually kept track of everything.
Warp drive active.
Oh, I didn't add, we did the hideout. So, 1, we didn't get any loot. We're going to do another refuge. I think we did... So I'm just going to mark that up to 4 real soon. I think there's a refuge I missed today. I keep forgetting I'm going to keep track. It's day 1, I'm keeping track, so I'm going to miss some stuff. But it is what it is. Oh, nope. Did he just warp in here? He'll do the site. He's got his drones out. Dang it, if I'd have stopped and warped there first, we'd have gotten there first, but I goofed up and jumped through. Yeah, no reason to compete for the sites. I'm kind of curious now. Are they worth salvaging at that point? I've not seen anyone else mention anything about salvage. Like, no Gila has like come in and salvaged them after running them. Is their salvage worth something? Maybe it is, but I don't think so. Let's see, nothing here we need to do. Affinity, there's probably nothing. Our air career program, we included something else. Send a message in chat. They give us 1 ISK for a message in chat. Incredible. Oh, we get 2,500. Okay. It looked like 1 ISK because it didn't show a number. We've made a decent bit from bounties. Not like an actually significant amount, but I mean like it's 8 million so far from the 6 or so hours we've been doing this. Which at the very least pays for the ammo. gonna check out Athenard.
Active.
See if those sites are... if there are any sites still worth doing in there. If not, we'll go pick up the Vexor and go maybe somewhere North Galaxy? North of Dodixie? To find some new sites. Gonna jump on through. Ooh, hideaway, good. Oh no, what? Why did it show me? Oh, that's from the last time I was here, I bet. Dang. And someone did them all. Probably that Core X, Michael Fogel, doing all the work, clearing out the sites. We'll go pick up the Vexor and then go... where do we want to go from here? 30 we normally go. North is... let's see. Let's go back here. 30. Arderland. Duans. We did an escalation, I think, yesterday in Duans. The Dixie to Veiled to Duans. Okay. Allah. Probably getting gate camped, so... well, it's a high-sec system, so it's probably getting camped. If anything, for faction warfare guys only. So we're probably not worried about that dangerous number showing that there's been 26 ships destroyed there. Oh no, is it? Okay, yeah, Deacon. Is Deacon I don't recognize Deacon as a faction warfare site. Maybe it is. We can pull up the faction warfare map, right? Yeah, we can.
Docking permission requested.
Hadalese. Oh, Hadalese has our
Request
shipcaster in it? That's kind of weird. Oh, we have a we have a landing point in Tama. No one's putting anything in Tama. Yeah, we're just not messing with Tama. What are we doing? Oh, enlist me, enlist me. No, absolutely not. I already got enough guys in here, wasting time. Okay, we're making progress at the very least. Let's get in our Vexor, the Mexor. Still got plenty of loot, over half a bill so far in here. We stack all. Mostly different stuff. So far, no duplicates. At least from the current batch of big drops. And the one thing I've sold so far is that Serpentis damage control. That's why we have a little bit of cash, and everything else I'm holding on to until I need to do something. And I think the first thing we're going to try and do, as far as like big upgrades to our setup, is probably a worm. Because then I can go as low as I want, and I essentially have what is hopefully Vexor effectiveness. And I do think I put the fit together. Now we're short a couple of skills. We don't have Qatari Brigade 3, or light missiles, or light missile operation, or shield operations, or weapon upgrades 4. That's one of the things that I think we're getting right now. Weapon upgrades 4, yep, okay. Do we have all those other things, actually? Selected item, no. Can I buy and train those? Sure, 100,000. Close that down now. There's 2 combat SIGs. We're gonna try and scan those down. Those could be the big money makers for us. This is a kind of bigger system. Hopefully we don't have too much trouble finding them. We're sitting here. Let's try and sort our CPU is overloaded. Hopefully we get the skills for that before that happens. This is a pretty pricey one. I might not do the GIST A type, but it does tell me what skills I need. We put them in the queue. I just need to go sort them now, I think. Yeah, it down here. Okay, so weapon upgrades are getting up. Our frigate is 7 hours. So we'll have it by tomorrow. Will we get a worm tomorrow? Probably not. If we do, it won't be as blinged out as that one. It'll be 200 mil, but might just test it out. Actually, that one needs refit, doesn't it? Because I need a combat probe scanner or a regular probe scanner. Do we have the CPU for it? We don't technically. But that might be a skill thing, because 109.4. Okay, both the wormholes. Let's get out of here. I can probably do with the drones alone, honestly. And this being beef type thingamabob. We're back in Duans. Try to solve more homefront stuff. The homefront stuff is something I'm kind of curious to try. On top of the filament things, because I haven't done either of those. The homefront stuff is brand new, but the filaments, from what I've heard, has been around for a while. I haven't done them yet because they didn't exist back when I played more seriously. Faction warfare has been pretty important on my main, so I haven't really messed with them enough. I've just kind of seen what they're supposedly for and all. Let's see, without prop, medium T2, or was it a small that I have plugged in? I think it was a small because the CPU was not overloaded. There's a Gisty A or something, probably. Because the shield boost is really, really high. 37 versus 27 on that one. Even though that one's almost not stable. 37 HP per second is really, really good. Dang. Dang, just combat sites. Or cosmic sites. I don't know where I'm going to go next, so let's uncloak and try and scan that down, I guess. And decide where we're going to go from there. Balls didn't have anything. What's this route over here? Anything over here, maybe? Oops, don't want to save location. We want to add waypoint. We'll go try over that way. Yeah, I'm going to scan this down. It's probably a wormhole. It'll give me, hopefully, the time to warp over there. Is there a passive regen that I could do on this, maybe? Civilian afterburner. We have installed. If I did passive, we could probably put a pretty big shield extender, right? Faction 1. Is our passive regenerate 3. And goes up to 8. With the Caldari medium, which is only 10M. It's not too bad. We could fit another one. Oh, no, we can't. I think I should have kept that thermal thing on there, shield resistance amp. Should I do a Pitham or Gistum A-type? Pitham A-type does more and is less. We'll cover our probes and jump through since that is a wormhole there. Let's see, 65. We passive regen 8. And that's just, yeah, I don't think there's going to be a good passive worm for us. There's a refuge. We'll take that. Let's add one more refuge to the tracker. 5 today so far. Man, it's just kind of slow going today. I'm mostly having trouble deciding. Aw, dang it. 2 guys here. A Myrmidon? Come on. What does a Myrm need to be out here for? Doing refuges, come on. The Corm, I understand. The Corm can do these nice and quick and effectively, but a Myrm doesn't need to be out here. They didn't get the big drop, did they? No, they didn't. Ooh, how did that get grabbed over there? Let's lock that down. Let's lock all this down. One thing I kind of need is to be able to go into smaller stuff. Not worry about cosmic signatures. Okay, we'll try and scan this down.
Warp drive active.
Did I not? There we go. Almost didn't get him out in time. Let's do 8 AU. So that's C-type. 5474 for the mediums? Oh, but I'm not even remotely stable, right? I do need to just pick a small. $27. Plenty of CPU to spare. Those small ones are really good. 28, 28, 20, 38. That A-type is really good. I'm not stable with it. The Gisty, I'm pretty much stable with. Okay. That's why we picked the top one. Which one is easier? Okay, we're closer to that one. We'll scan this signature down. Then we get a boost amplifier here, right? There's no like cheap one. Let's see, it's a wormhole. You're like over here, I think. Yeah, none of these are cheap. Faction ones I think are about the same. There's a Dread Charistus one that would make me go up to 39. Which is only exactly the same as the T2. Okay. The compact one. Okay, we'll put the compact one in. Because we can actually fit that one with our current lineup. There's 2 T2 drone damage controls, which get us up to 121 for drone DPS. Our tank is dang good. We have 0 on EM, but we're not hoping to do any EM. This is just for high sec stuff. We're pretty much stable aside from we can't run the... Well, we can kind of run the civilian. We last for quite a while. That doesn't take any energy, and neither does that. So it doesn't matter whether it's on or off. And if we need some more skills in here too. Oh, our resists are so bad because we don't have any skills in Kaldari frigate. That's why. That's why it's so bad on the worm right now, because we're training up to get them. Yeah. You Kaldari frigate 3 if anything. Okay. Okay, let's get the probes out again. I'm not seeing many combat sites through here, but we're going to try and scan down these cosmic signatures anyway. Oh, there's a refuge here. Dang it, I didn't even notice that. I'm just so on autopilot now. We need to get to that refuge, and hopefully none of these guys in local are doing it. We have a long cruiser warp. Let's work to that, get rid of the wormhole, try and find this other thing. It's floating somewhere around here. Let's turn on our scan resolution things. Honestly, I should probably just like... It doesn't really matter the scan time. It just helps a little bit for when they spawn really quickly. I can swap those out for something else. Maybe capacitors, rechargers or something. It's here, nice. Let's see, we got the 2 turrets. This is only a burrow. And that's a relic site. Okay, we can ignore that. Pro's back, and we'll finish off the site. Mr. Missile Battery, I would like you to die first. And the drones, we're going to have go for the rookie ship, the Corelli Initiate, and the Scout next. Yeah, finish the spy first, please. And the other spy. And our meager shield buffer, so far, has been able to tank this, but we'll probably have to do a couple of reps with Arm Ripper. But the missile guy's gone, so the Sentry is probably the big damage dealer. Yeah. Fire's relatively quick. Nope, drones. We want you on the guys who might actually get us an escalation. Because I don't actually think you got to kill the towers to get the escalation. It's a lot like the actual sites once you get inside them. You can keep warping through the gates. Let's see. Mr. Trooper's down. We're getting put down. We can actually track him pretty well at that range. Because his SIG is much higher, his angular's not that high either. Finish him off with one more blast. 2 more. Should be the last wave, I think. I'm slowly starting to get familiar with these sites. Getting the feel for them. Oh wow, a lot of you guys are missing armor. That narcotics warehouse was kind of hectic for you guys when we went through it. And speaking of narcotics warehouses, that's what we're looking for, baby. Okay, so we did another refuge, and we did get 1 escalation. That's been, what, 5? Ooh, it's low sec. Ooh. I'm gonna set the destination. I'm gonna remove this waypoint. Let's go do it, baby. Ooh, ooh. Oh, yeah. I saw the drones floating around me still. Right when I hit warp, not remembering like seconds ago I hit return to drone bay. Where's this? Sailing? Let's look at the map and see what's been killed in the last hour or so. Make sure there's no like gate camp. 1 ship destroyed in the last hour. No big deal. As far as I know, yeah, it's not a high sec. It's like a low sec pocket there. Okay, kind of weird. It's actually probably great for combat sites. Although I don't know where this route is. Normally, like little low sec pockets like this. Although I guess you can completely bypass it. That's kind of weird. Nope, nope, nope. Stop, stop, stop. Forlorn Hideaway. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Forlorn Hideaway. If, back here. You've... Serpentis Forlorn Hideaway. Frigates and cruisers. So this is the more dangerous one and can escalate into another narcotics warehouse. We're going to mark this under the hideaway count. So we're going to mark that to 2. And let's get to work on these guys. I'm going to go orbit like that at 10. We can lock, I think, all these guys up, but I got to get closer for the drones. Get to engage. We really need to upgrade to a micro warp. Because we don't really need it. Like, yes, I kind of use it sometimes to mitigate damage, but I feel like I could also upgrade other things on the fit. Get us stable. A bit more stable at least. A bit more effective with our tank. We do have the large battery. My skills, of course, would help out more than anything if I ever get those situated, but we're trying to just get into stuff right now, just to be able to sit and run it, not run it at 100% effectiveness. Just a patroller going to go next. We're just essentially going by distance at this point. Oh, I don't even have the sensor boosters on. I was going to go for you, and hopefully we can shoot you down. Guns alone. Actually, I probably do want to keep orbiting that. Because we do got a couple more waves. We got a cruiser and a couple frigates showing up. Yep. Not exactly dangerous to us, but... let's get the drones on the frigates. The railguns will work on the spy, or not. They're not tracking very well. Oh, because we're using our afterburner, of course. We're wasting our cap and moving way too fast that we need to. Angular's pretty high. See, as we slow down and the angular comes down, we'll start hitting more effectively. Nice. I still can't keep the drones from splitting, but it kind of does save time when they do it sometimes because they lose a lot of momentum. And they got to switch targets automatically like that. Now this guy should melt pretty quick. We got two more waves. Ooh, a trio of cruisers. Okay, let's we can shoot the destroyers, I think. Let's stick the drones on them too. We have T1 mediums, which technically deal more DPS. And this is probably one of the situations where it is worth us switching over. Because I don't think these cruisers are gonna really go too far out of the way to shoot my drones. You can kind of see some of them have been shot already. But they'll track a good bit better, and yeah, I'm hoping, although we're only yellow box now, that they're not getting shot. Or at the very least, they're not getting tracked by the cruisers. Who still appear to be shooting us. Yes, they were red boxed again. Focus fire to kind of get these guys out of the way. We're hoping for the frigate after this. It says this can escalate up to a narcotics warehouse. So maybe we'll get a second one. Which would actually be nice. 3 in one day would be really good. We'll keep up on the Corellum Chief Scout. Which I don't know why they're using cruisers for scouts, but I mean, with the little tankers they have, they kind of feel like they're frigates. Because we're dealing a sum total of, I think, like 100 DPS with drones, another 59, it says, with the other things. And then we were supposed to get the Shadow Serpentis if we were going to get it here, and we did not, which is fine. We'll just work on these guys. And orbit the depleted station battery, which looks kind of... For a battery, I would hope that would be plugged in, but I guess since it's depleted, you don't need it plugged in. It's rather big, though. It's kind of cool we get to see that. See our guns firing in action. See, I am yellow boxed, which now they're turning red. Now, they must have to get close because they have blasters. That's why they don't shoot, even though they blocked us much further away. Oh no, our tank. What are we gonna do? We're gonna activate our repper and not worry about it. Let's see. I'm gonna save this as a different worm. Yeah. And then actually as a probe launcher, we're gonna go back to our fit. Simulate. I'm gonna take these out. We don't have a lot of power grid to play with, but I want to try and fit a micro warp. A micro warp. We have a compact micro warp that puts us over a good bit of power grid. Well, there's a couple things we can do. I don't technically need a gun. That's as many as we need. Really, one, which 2 or 3 would be nice, but if we don't have the power grid, so be it. Now that really kills our. Oh, we are stable. Okay, 1 rep.
A module has run out of charge.
It is the Enduring. It's not even a T2, so we still rep kind of okay, kind of effectively with a micro warp. But yeah, I don't need the scan. The scanning helps, so we could just add cap rechargers, right? I don't have the skills for T2 cap recharger, but the Eutetic, Euectic, Eutecutic, Utech. I have no idea. The words are beyond me. Put a couple of those on there, and we're not quite stable running both of them, but I mean, 240 is pretty good. And if we're running this, I mean, if we need to tank more, we'll just turn this off. Should exit the simulation now. Keep that as it is. Get those infiltrators back inside and continue on our merry way.
Warp drive active.
Our standings continue to fall against the Serpentis. I don't know why. We just shoot their ships. We're not actually hurting them that badly. Just blowing up their stations and their ships. I find it difficult to understand why they hate us so much. Because our standings don't go down all too quickly. I mean, I guess for 3 days that's pretty low, but I don't even know how you get missions from them. You go up to 5. A refuge here. We'll do it along the way. Warp to that. Get those probes out. And ooh, is this a smaller system? We still got to scan down at a wide angle. Probably wormhole first. Missile battery. Let's kind of just focus fire on everything there. I do want to conserve ammo because I have wasted time. Dixie is the closest still. 3 jumps out. No reason turning around now. If we run out of ammo, it's not super important. The drones are here to do all the work anyway. We're just going to be slow out there when we do the escalation. Slower, I suppose. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Ignore that one. He's taking a ton of damage. Oh no, what are we gonna do? We'll cycle our rep a couple of times and disappear. No problem. Ooh, it is up north a little bit more. I don't know how these rats get these sites set up, because I can't just make a random point somewhere in the middle of space somewhere. I gotta like save a location. Making safes is hard. Unless incursions come through, make them decent spots. German soldiers. See, this was another refuge, right? Let me add that to the pile. We got 6 of those today. And this is proving a little bit tougher to scan down. Maybe we'll be lucky and get something other than a relic site. Nope, a relic site. I called it. Dang. Let's get all the DPS on him, clear him off quick. Should be into the site. Alright. Get our boys back in the bay. Only a couple more jumps.
Drive active.
If we had a micro warp, we could skip at least that first room of the narcotics warehouse. 3 out of 10. Anything in here? No, nothing worth worrying about. Let's reload our guns. We're getting low on ammo. I think we got a decent bit of drones, so we're pretty safe even if we lose some. But the Metzerella. And there's a couple of sites here. We might save them for the way back, actually. Not a waypoint back here, and we'll go do that escalation first. I don't want to like get stuff in here or whatever. I would like to scan the causes signatures down, but we'll get to sailing. Yeah, quick. We'll see who's in there. Nice little bounty drop, 116,000 and change. Again, something absolutely to scoff at. Absolute garbage compared to even some of the weakest drops. Well, maybe not the weakest drops, because there are some really, really dirt cheap DD pieces of loot, as well as Serpentis drops as well. Mostly because they're armor. There are some people here, but we're not too worried about it. We're going to go to our escalation.
Drive active.
I should probably save the location too. I can't do that from here, can I? Yeah, it'll delete in 3 hours. It didn't save up there. What? I don't know. Actually, what do we got in system? Let's just use my brain power. PvP clear, nothing. There's nothing on 14 AU. Okay, good. Probably don't have to worry about anything here. Let's see where we at. And the nice thing about this 3 out of 10 is that if they don't have the traffic management key, I'll take the one out of this traffic management site, and usually they can't follow us. Technically, they could go left and try and meet us halfway, but that's not likely to happen. Let's get our drones out. Move as fast as possible. Keeping our PvP clear tab. There's a Nerus. Ooh, very, very dangerous. We gotta warp out. That's a terrible, very powerful industrial hauler. We want to avoid a fight with. I don't even care. We need to get that supply traffic management thing blown up sooner rather than later. And our drones are getting shot. Okay, well, if they take any more damage, we'll pull them back, but let them work a little bit. And we might as well start firing. And aside from this and the final station, I think are the only two things I'm going to try and shoot because of how limited our ammo is. Get you guys back inside. Hopefully switch the aggro. Are we caught on that stupid? Dang, stupid collidable junction. These guys still don't want to aggro on me. We'll have to pull our drones in again. But we should be okay. Okay, we're getting close to our drones, so we'll reset the aggro relatively quick. Stop right here. Take a dive. Good. Get the cargo. No actual loot, but we'll get the accelerate gate going here. Now they're targeting me. Now the drones are gone. Database information. Gonna move on through. So we got one full belt and a couple extra, about a half a belt. A belt and a half left. Okay, you're the big guy. Start moving that way. We will slow boat because we got to kill everything in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you guys I can shoot myself. We're still not tracking great. Should be able to put them down. Good. On there. You two we should be able to lock up. Oop. I didn't want to lock you. I guess our drones will go after him. Yeah, is that guy in range? He's in range enough and full enough transversal, we will put him down. Okay, everyone else, we'll lock that group, might be able to shoot. We don't need the Rex. Gotta be diligent about the D-scan to make sure no combat probes come out against us. It shouldn't. Usually no one messes with us on these sites. But actually, technically, I say that, but I got back into these because I don't want to lock the navigation buoy. I got back into these because someone was running them near our faction warfare system. We actually pushed him out and finished the site and got like 150 mil, like multi-adaptive spectrum membrane thing. And we split it with the boys who were there, and it was a fun time. Come on, Guns, you can do it. You can hit that agent. I believe in you. Come on, just a little bit. Just a little bit of penetration. I need maybe like 50 damage on target. That's all I'm asking. There we go. Okay. Now, Mr. Chief, I think I'm going to put you Railgun duty. We do not track all that great the way you're orbiting, but we need the drones in, and then we'll sick them all on you. Still haven't gotten through the shield tank. Circuit patcher is nice and juiced for whatever we got coming for us. Not that it break anyway. But they will get through it in this pocket at the very least. Chief security. Come on now. Right, there we go. Down, loot it up. Let's just go to the acceleration gate. Turn these off for now. I can't like relax. I still gotta hit D-scan. I still gotta watch for that. Luckily, that's like a second reflex for me that I normally don't need to do on this account. But it's gonna help us out here, hopefully, if someone comes after us. But yeah, we're gonna watch D-scan and we're gonna watch our drone guys if they get shot. Which they shouldn't. Everyone's red boxing us. We're just going to let them work. They're going to take out all the little frigates and stuff. I'm going to mark for the necrotics. Or narcotics. We've done 2. How many Serpentis rats have we done? I'm going to mark 2 more. So we're up to 6 today. After that one here. That didn't give me loot. Because with as many as there are in this site, maybe some of them specifically are having a higher chance. But I'm going to count the warehouse because it says they can theoretically drop stuff. Drop Serpentis modules. I want to try and keep track so I can get a good idea of what's going on. So line up that way. The frigates are nearly all down. We do these quick enough that the bounties aren't too bad. I keep saying that like they're worth something, but I literally am out of ammo as well. Was my guns running the whole time? We're down to almost one full belt. I must have been shooting something that I didn't need to. Doesn't matter, we got one more frig to take care of now. Before we get to pocket number 3. Shut the armor ripper off, get him back in. Please don't go after the turret. I want you back inside. Safe at home, let's get going. Pocket number 3. Right, we'll put ourselves towards Mr. Refinery. Get the drones out, get the locks, go in. We don't need to kill the batteries, so we might just ignore them. Ooh, Viator. Another dangerous ship we gotta worry about. Hopefully he doesn't drop combat probes and bother us. I'm just going to turn the ripper on and run it 24/7. Nerus again. These 2 low stack systems must probably just be used for farming and stuff, for mining. Honestly, I don't even need to lock these guys. I don't know why I wasted my time. I wasn't planning on shooting them because of how low our ammo is, and I want to save it for the next room. See, are we... One guy I do want to lock up is the Overseer guy. Let's go to PvE tab just to get him. Oh, the drones are getting shot. Let's get those back inside real quick. Back to our PvP tab just to be sure no one's getting too close to us. Oh, did they kill him? They did get him. Nice. Let's boat over there. Get the drones out. Oh, I need to lock someone to get them to target. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, cancel that locking attempt. Ooh, you got really low. We might lose a drone here. They get shot again, but so far everything's red boxes here. Which I think is what... Nope, of course they go for the guards way out there that are shooting them. Why would they aggro on them? Aren't they supposed to aggro on stuff that aggro's on me? I don't know. Let's get them back inside. Try and get everything locked on the west. Loot? Nothing. There's 6 Serpentis rats, or 7 Serpentis rats today. I was hoping to volley them off the field. Oh well. It'll be good for the drones to do their thing. Let's keep lining ourselves down the acceleration gate. These guys must be locking me recently. The drones aren't having too much aggro on them, so I think they're going to be safe from here on out, hopefully. One of them is real low into structure. 10% structure. Good thing we don't have any pilots in them. Let's see. Gotta be diligent with the D scan. Let's look at our fit. So 35.7. If we got the skills for T2, it would go up a good bit. Go up to 41, which isn't super great. 6 more is not nothing. The Dead Space ones are expensive though, so there's no reason going like spilling out for them. Shadow Serpentis are cheap ish, but it's more money than the hull is worth. Meditation must be some like storyline thing. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna mess too much with our current build. It works well enough. More cap recharge would be nice. At the very least, I know what I need to do. I need to get rid of a gun if I want to put a microwarp on. If we're heading back to Dodixie after this is probably what we're going to do. As we're 2 hours in, and I'm going to wrap this stream up probably after this site. Hopefully we get some good loot here. This will be our second narcotics of the day. And we got okay loot from the first one. We got 50 mil. Hopefully we'll get one of the big multi-adaptive armor things from this one, which is the 150 mil drop. Which is really the big money for these sites. At the very least, I haven't seen anything that's better than getting those. And that's what I've gotten, I think, the most of on my other accounts that have done these in the past. We might do a couple of sites on the way home after this. And if we get an escalation, we'll probably save it for tomorrow because they save 24 hours, I think. Right? Yeah. Expires in 23 and a half hours. Because we got it a half hour ago. I'm tempted to like scan down these other sites just to see what they are, but it's probably not worth it. Although I am kind of bored. Let's see what we got. Just to find out. Just to keep things entertaining. The drones are doing their duty. Clean up the frigates. How many frigates are here? It feels like it's going kind of slow. Like a gas site or something. With probe scanners out, it might alert them to the fact that someone is doing combat sites here. That's a relic site. Okay, ignore. We'll go up a little bit more to scan that down. So hopefully we don't see combats popped out looking for us here soon, but it should be okay. Even if they do come out. Are there stations in this system? There are, okay. Go Theater again. Data site. And whatever this is. That might work. Taking a lot of damage from the sentry turrets. I guess actually not. It's Omni, but it's like 6 still. Condor on scan. He's not within 1 AU though. So I'm not worried about him. Okay, now he's off full scan. And yep, it's another data site. Okay. We'll just get the D-scan up on its own. Just a couple more frigates. Come on, guys. We're gonna be able to lock this frigate before they kill it. Yes. These frigates are a bit more tankier, I gotta say. They do not get immediately blasted. Let's see, that was 3? We're going to the last one? Yes, the final sector contains a supply stronghold. Ooh, and almost a mil for that bounty payout. Nice. Turn this on now, turn that off for now. Let's get the AB going. We'll put the drones out. Those are the guys we're going to shoot. Those are the guys we're looking to get loot out of. And everything else is secondary. Although we could try and kill them to get some more DPS off the field. That could be helpful. Not that I'm super worried about it, but we still can't send out to go for the sentry gun. Good, good. I'm actually going to try and keep some range from all this. That's going to probably make our drones take aggro for us, but maybe we'll play some games with them. Okay, they got one. They still got aggro, so we'll pull them back in. I think it's mostly range-based for these frigates trying to go after stuff. Mr. Supply State Supervisor, I would like to shoot you while I begin repping. We just mostly got to watch the drones to make sure they're not getting primaried too heavily. Taking too much damage. They're taking some. It's a little too much. Get back here. They're half a millipop, so I don't want to lose them. Even though it's not really too much to get off my teeth, it's just tedious sometimes. Making sure I got a full flight all the time. I'm gonna try and finish off the supply station guy here soon. I can start shooting the stronghold, but I want to take this a little bit slower and see if it's a little safer if I can avoid taking crazy DPS from all the frigates aggroed on me. I think we're gonna call you back. You're getting shot. You have pretty low structure, so you might not make it back if I don't pull you early. I think we did get him in early. Yes, we did. Okay. The other four are starting to get shot, but they might just be able to finish this guy. Actually. Oh, I still want to move. I still need transversal. He just stopped so that I don't have transversal so I can shoot that guy more effectively. And I'll shoot this security thing I'm gonna do. Okay, he didn't have any loot. That's number 8 Serpentis rats today. Okay, and let's see if we can get the mediums out, see if they can avoid taking damage. A lot more frigates are coming to us, and they're going after the drones immediately. Dang. And they're getting... Applied damage is much more effective against them with the bigger signature radius. Come on, come back, come back. Much as I would like the higher DPS, we can't afford it. I could get 3 sentries, like drop them out here, but I don't have skills for sentries yet. What other ships are good drone boats? There really isn't much. Not for cruisers, at least. The Arbitrator gets bonuses and gets missiles, so I might have some range to deal better DPS more effectively. Rapid lights. Yeah, rapid lights are a long reload. Gila? Gila where? Not here. We're in a... Oh, you're talking because I'm asking questions out loud. Right, a better ship. So Gila is way more expensive. I'm more thinking about like T1 cruisers, more for the price range. But yes, you are right. A Gila would be much more effective. And they have much better tank for their drones as well. But we're just hoping to risk as little as possible and get as much as we can. And I mean, for Celian Losec, little escalation here, we can make a nice little payout. Their acolytes running pretty effectively. The fact that we can do this, like we were doing this day 1, essentially. So day 3, we've essentially gained no additional like extra skills that really help us out. We're still training some stuff. Because I actually kind of want to get into Worm and try that out, since we have gotten enough loot, I'd say, to pay for one. Oop, and our drones are getting primary. Let's pull them back in. E-scan still looks clear for the most part. No one's at the warp in point. But we got to get through structure. Aggro should all be on us, so we can barely hold against this for the most part. Kinda not really, but if we need to, we can always use the afterburner as well. Guess we don't need that anymore. Save a little bit of cap. Come on, drones, put it down. Yeah, Gilas really would be ideal, but their hull is so expensive. Like even like 5, almost 600 mil. Actually, I think it is 600 mil now after today so far. Hopefully 700 mil after we loot this sucker. supply stronghold today. We're pretty close to 100 mil an hour on a brand new account, just doing high-sec combat sites in Gallente space, with what I've been told is the worst loot out of any of them, out of any of the factions. Drones are getting shot a little bit again. I need them to stay out there and finish this off. So I still need to be diligent about the descanning and stuff too. It's extra important. Because that's the stuff that will actually kill us. Because even if we go down to structure, like we'll be fine against these guys. We can warp out. But someone with a scram and a web comes in and shows up, and we could die just to the drones alone, or to the rats alone.
Has run out of charges.
Oh dang it! I need the drones. No, drones, stay out there. I thought I was gonna finish it with a gun, so I would get the drones in early. Come on, a couple more shots. It's at like 2% structure. Yeah. There is now a little left in the air except the quiet activity. Okay, beautiful. Let's get to that cargo container. Half armor is getting more and more dangerous. We're gonna go to that afterwards. We only want one A/B cycle, I think. Get us close. The loot. That's what we're looking for. The Corelli A-type multi-spectrum. That's what we're talking about. 150 mil. 156, technically. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here with our well-earned loots. That's how we make the big money. Okay, so let's add it to our tracker as we warp off here. So we did that. That's our second narcotics today. And so we're going to add one Corelli A multi armor. Surmer. Armor. Okay. Okay, nice. So today, just for the count, we did 2 hideaways, got 0 escalations. Or no. Yes, okay, we did. Sorry, to scroll to the top because I'm still nervous, haven't been in low-sec for that long. Even though we're mostly fine. Let's go back to probe scanner. I guess we'll do these hideaways while we're on our way back to Dixie. You can control copy out of your inventory into Eve, control C, paste it onto your notepad. I kind of want... Part of what I want to do is I want to make this like smaller. Maybe we'll make an Excel sheet when I rethink about it. Because I almost want to go back and check day 1 and 2 and add all this up so I have good numbers and stuff and accurate descriptions for the loot, and we can see drop rates and stuff and rates at which we'll get. There's a Proteus here. Why do we have the most powerful ships known to man out here doing high-sec routing sites?
Warp drive active.
Like high-sec warp 2 sites. And they're even salvaging the sites. I've been told that salvaging the sites, or sorry, not told, but I've been queried as to why I'm not salvaging them before, and I had no idea, no reason to, as far as I know, because I'm just trying to get escalations and Serpentis loot. Let's see if I control C. Will that just Corelli A-type multispec? Okay, so it does it straight text. Okay, but that's a lot of text. I kind of would rather separate that into something better for the notepad. The refuge do give decent stuff, or at least chance for an escalation to another warehouse. Let's actually try and ignore the batteries this time. See if I can actually do the site without doing the batteries. I don't have any railgun ammo. Oh, nice. We got here before the Proteus decided to come over. Good. So he'll let us have this site. He's probably going to do the other one so incredibly quick. I guess we should maybe try and scan down the other stuff. I don't need the D-scanner open anymore, right? Since we're back in high-sec. is a combat site. Maybe that Proteus is scanning it down too? I would assume he is if he's doing these sites, but I also... If he could do it... Like, say it's a... Oh, it's a haunted yard. That's drones, right? Haunted yard. As we start scanning down the other site. Haunted yard. Elite frigate drone defenders with scrams and webs. Okay, drones are always dangerous. Leaking casket and potential commander frigate. So, nothing. Rogue drone chips. 1 to 5% FA drop rate from sentient drone. We traded for a stereo blueprint copy at Ancestors Eve Station. Okay. It's not nothing. Yes, my stuff is repping. Not that. Haunted yard. But drone faction modules or pirate drone faction modules. Can I get inside of it? Cruiser T1 faction. I can't get inside of it. Maybe we'll go do that. Maybe we'll go do that here. I want to finish up here in about half an hour to 40 minutes, though. We got to get back to our main and faction warfare stuff at some point. Help out the cause. Wormhole, okay. Nothing there. But see, the haunted yard can't be done, at least if the Eve wiki is to be believed. Oh, I gotta resist explosive? Okay, maybe we just don't do it. I guess it's just frigates. We can probably do frigates, no problem. Probably. It seems like it's so few little spawns, so I guess we'll take the time and try and do it. The Proteus can't do it. Long story short, no T2 ship can get in there. It says cruiser T1 and faction only. Oh, and there's another cosmic signature? Ooh. Launch probes again. Launch probes again, analyze. Have you ever used Eve Appraisal? I think I have. Actually, yeah. The first time... So what kind of inspired me, I was doing Faction Warfare. What inspired me to kind of do this series, sort of, and actually like stream some Eve. For one, you can't really do it in Faction Warfare without giving up info and stuff. But I figured an alpha clone and high sec, maybe a little bit of low sec risky stuff, is pretty safe, pretty effective. No one's going to yell at me because I'm doing it solo. What happened was I was in Faction Warfare. We combat probed someone down who was in an Exchequer Navy issue. Another hideout. I think that's one I can do, right? Serpentis. Get out. Is it a 2 out of 10? It is a 2 out of 10. Darn. Okay, well, we won't be doing that today. I'm trying to tell what got me inspired to do this. Okay, so Gallente Faction Warfare, we found an ENI was in system. Couldn't figure out where it was at. Got combat probes, combat probed him down, found out he was doing a supply narcotics warehouse like we were just doing in LoSec. And we ran him off and finished the site and got literally this exact same job, the Corelli A-type multi-spectrum. And I split it between me and the guy who ended up finishing that site out and running the guy off. So I was like, man, there's actually money to be made doing that kind of stuff, getting those escalations. And, I play D&D on the side too. I played on Tuesdays and Thursdays, sometimes on the weekends as well. So what I'll do, since I can't concentrate on actually PvP and Faction Warfare, I'll set onto the side, just do high-sec combat sites as well. And I was doing that on my main. I'm like, you know what? This looks kind of easy. And it'd be really cool if I could actually stream me doing a series of day one alpha characters. Can they go do sites? And yeah, you can. We were doing them in that Algos. We couldn't do those narcotics, but we did get that one drop really early on. The first drop we got was a Serpentis faction damage control, which was the first thing and only thing we've sold so far from our loot, which was 200 mil. And we bought the Vexor fit. that we have and are running now. And we're here at day 3, essentially the same skills. We're still running. We got T2s from the free million T2 light drones from the free 1 million skill points we got from the thingamabob, but that got us far enough. I'm able to do these sites with, I guess, prior knowledge and experience that I have had from before. But let's go see if we can do that yard.
Warp drive active.
We should be able to. The hideaway would be nice because that can be just as good, but the leaking caskets. Oh, has a chance to escalate to pulverize the pioneers. What's that one? It's an unrated. Mostly can get you faction drone drops and stuff. Oh, but it's one of those like multi-tier ones. Dang. Sorry, I don't want to descan. It's such a reflex now.
Warp drive active.
Alright, let's get inside. See what we got. Did I close all those windows? No, it's here. So we've got drone defenders that warp scram and strain infestors that web. Drone defenders, 3 of these. 2, 3. And these drones are most likely to shoot my drones. Should have locked them faster. I don't have ammo either, so it's a drone versus drone fight here. Ooh. And the leaking cask, those have a shot for the for drone stuff, right? As far as I can tell. Pirate/drone faction module says can drop from the leaking caskets. Do I need to do anything special? The leaking caskets are unlocked, so head straight for them. The commander wave spawns near the warp in, so boost back there. Okay. And I'm pretty confident that they're not going to pump out enough DPS that it's going to break my tank. Could be wrong. We got quite a way to boat, so... And so far, it seems like the defenders are not scamming us. I do want to get the webs off of here soon, because we're extra slow with those on. I'm going to save that location 3 hours. My drones are not getting shot yet, which is good. How are we going to put this on the notepad? I guess we would do this as a... This isn't a DED, is it? It doesn't say it's a DED, it's just a high-rated complex. We'll put it, I guess, here. Haunted yard. I guess 1. We'll do this. Haunted, and I'll know what it means. Let's see if we get the escalation from it. Let's see if we get any loot from it right there. Haunted. Haunted yard. Haunted yard, there we go. Let me set that off to the side again. The drones are dealing with things. They're not getting shot either. I've been kind of ignoring that. Oh, we get the escalation too. What is the escalation again? It's also unrated, and where is it at? It's in 05. Okay. I think tomorrow we're going to do that starting off. We're going to come in and we're going to go straight for an escalation tomorrow. It says it expires in 24 hours, so it means that we can just go do it at pretty much any time. Let's slow down. Leaking casket, loot. Okay, nothing special. Leaking casket, loot. Nothing special. Loot. Oh. Loot, first overseers, and nothing. Okay, well. Got all the loot, there's nothing in there. What a shame. It says the commander spawns back here, so theoretically if the commander spawns, which is going to be a Sentient guy. Okay. And when does he spawn? He spawns with the devilfish guys, so I don't think we're quite there yet. So might as well boat ourselves back as we finish this off, even though we have the escalation. Actually, we got half an hour. We might just go do that, honestly. Let's go do that escalation and then go home. Spawn, 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 spawn. Spawns near the warp into boost back. I think. I don't know if I gotta finish all these guys or not, but I think we already would have gotten this. We already got the spawn wave that could have had the commander, since it's not guaranteed. And so we likely do not need to stay here any longer since we already got the escalation. I mean, why not stay and finish it out, I suppose. We're just floating around doing combat sites with all this loot in our hold. Not giving a care in the world. We're even out of railgun ammo, which would normally speed these things up a bit. Pulverize the Pioneers. Looks like frigates and destroyer drones. Although it can go to multiple locations. That's going to slow us down, I think. Oh, we did get the sentient. Nice. Sentient Thunder. Let's put them down. Get them. Sick them, drones. They haven't shot our drones. It's kind of surprising. Usually the frigate drones are... The drone frigates are the most aggressive against my drones. They'll actually switch from me intentionally to get this stuff, but let's see. Oh, I guess we can mark that we got an escalation out of this too. Mark that. And hopefully we get some loot too from Mr. Sentient Sunder. As we're gonna be leaving here. Nothing. Drat.
Warp drive active.
Drones are in? Yes. Okay, we're good. We got some drone capillary fluid and other junk from them. What's the scorched and dented key card? I wonder what those are for. If they're used for anything. It doesn't say anything in the haunted yard thing about needing them. They're 10k. Yeah, it doesn't really say on the wiki site if it can do anything, but we're doing Pulverize the Pioneers. And I really probably should just kill the... I'm gonna kill and remove that the probe scanner. That way we don't stop and get sidetracked anymore, because I need to get this done in half an hour. Because we gotta eat and get back to the front lines. We got quite a few jumps, actually. This is gonna be a little boring. Are we anywhere close to... Sorry, Navy, ENT, Mattered. Medium, is there any close? Dodixie is 3 jumps out. Are we getting closer to Dodixie? No, we're actually just in a different region. Okay. Guess we're not getting any more antimatter. We need drones alone to fight the drones. Fight fire with fire, I suppose. Most effective way to do it. Let me do one cycle of this because we're missing a tiny sliver of 2% armor. Let's see. While we're traveling, I guess we can kind of look at this. So pulverize the Pioneers. First of the locations are generally in high sec, and the last is a low security space but can vary. First 3 locations can be done in T1 frigate. The last one is high DPS destroyer or cruiser is advised. Okay, can do.
Active.
Ooh, we did air stuff. Is it a high sec system in 5 different regions? Okay. I guess we're slowly getting the air stuff done. Okay, so the first one is going to have it already spawned there. It's just like Jet Set Hooligans and the Mind Flood escalation. So there's always a guaranteed frigate. This is the initial defenders. You kill him, and maybe the reinforcers kind of mess with you because it looks like these guys can scram and web, which is really dangerous. But we kill this guy, and we either get the escalation message or we don't. And theoretically, you can go all the way to the end and get big loot from the Overseer, the Logistics Overseer Cruiser. But that's also going to be in low sec, it said, which is just like the Jet Set Hooligans in Mind Flood. But for the most part, it looks like frigates. There's a couple of cruisers here in this last one, which if it's in low sec is kind of dangerous. Actually, the low sec one is probably, there's no warp gate. If it's like those, if it's like Mind Flood and Jet Set Hooligans, there's no warp gate here. You just warp here and you fight everything. So that can be very dangerous for us. We can't get scanned down other than combat probes, so we kind of have a little sign of guys coming towards us if we got to go to low sec, if it escalates that far. But we're hoping not. The big boring part is that we got to jump so far back and forth as we like get another escalation if it continues and keeps on going. But if it does keep on going, we get a lot of chances to get faction drone loot and stuff. Nope, no. Do not open that. We don't need the D-scan. We don't need the probe scanner. There's no targets here. We're not detouring at all. We're going to finish this escalation and go home. Still only 3 jumps. What do we pick up? Some more money? 75,000. We'll take it. We got these 2 air boosters that last forever. This one helps with like DPS for turrets and missiles and all. That's for like inertia, which would help our line time. But I don't think those expire as far as I know, so we won't go mess with them. We'll just hold on to them forever since they really don't mean much.
Warp drive active.
That A-type is worth a good bit. We're actually making so much money. 3 hours a day. We're getting, let's see, we made 200 mil so far today. If we get good loot on this escalation here, will keep us up near the 100 mil an hour mark on this character. This will be what? Hour 8? Because we did 3 first day, 2 the second day, and then 3 today. So yeah, 8 hours total. If we get done another 20 minutes, roughly. Arta, Zuhian, and on our way to Saren, which is in a Mar space, actually. These are Mar gates. I didn't realize Gallente space was actually all that close to a Mar space. I thought it was closer to Mimitar. We have gone with other escalations to Mimitar space as well. Have we gone to Kaldari space? I'm not 100% certain, but we might have. I'm not sure. I know the border zone is relatively close. I mean, we fight around there every day. Edencom, uh-oh. I don't know what that means, but I think we're okay? Because we're not angry to the Edencom guys, sell our observatory stuff, whatever. Okay, let's do our escalation and be done.
Warp drive active.
Warp drive active. Let's get our sensor boosters going. Which, I mean, as slow as the drones are and as automated as they are, we almost don't need these at all. Not that I think drone tracking links would be that much of a benefit, but I mean, cat boosters would be nice. Let's get the PvE tab. Let's see. Okay, location 1, frigate and commander frigate, sentient decimator. That's this guy. There's no trace of ships themselves. We pick up signals from a score. Mysterious group of ships. Okay, so we'll kill this guy and leave immediately. Let's set destination. Ooh, we're gonna go through low sec a little bit. Which system is that? Bic? Bic? Give me the loot, give me the loot. Nothing. Okay. We'll go quick. We're trying to speed run this. A worm would probably be perfect for running these really fast. We got the extra warp speed because we're traveling a ton. It's so much shorter. Its drones are, you know, also light drones, which are very effective, but they have extra health and stuff. Man, I'm real tempted to get that worm as soon as possible. But we won't have the skills, I think, even tomorrow for him. Unless, I guess we do have a bunch of, like, stored up skill points. That could get us into it technically today. We'll go to targeting navigation. Okay. I think I would rather, like, get other skills and stuff. Like getting Gallente or Caldari frigate up to 4 or 5 before going too crazy on that. We do have a lot of skill points, almost 250,000. And a lot of this training is boosted for a decent bit because of that cerebral daily thingy-bob we're getting for being a new account. It's a little warm in my room, not too bad. I could turn the AC up higher, but I'm getting a little sleepy because it's a little warm. This is stringing us all out around the galaxy. How far is it going to be good to go back to Dodixie? Oh, 9 jumps. It's taking us so far away from home. And it's probably going to go all the way to the end, too. We're going to have to go in low sec to finish it off. Which, it doesn't seem to say that it's all too tough to finish the final fight, so... Because normally these escalations, it's like, oh, it can deal this much DPS and tank this much, and be careful for that, you need this, that, and the other. It just says, take a high DPS destroyer or cruiser. And we're not exactly high DPS, but we are a cruiser, so we should be able to tank fine at the very least. I know for a fact Jet Set Hooligans is something this character cannot do. This character just cannot pump out the DPS to kill those final 3 frigates that you gotta fight. Because they can rep like 450 DPS per second as frigates. It's literally insane. Nope, don't descan. Don't need to. Keep it chill, keep it relaxed. There's a negate camp in this one low sec system, right? No, not at all. Not worried about it at all. Let's see, we're moving to location 2, which, yeah, same thing, doesn't have a whole lot dangerous there. We essentially warp in, see if we get the escalation message or not. Get the commander frigate, and go. I'm kind of curious as to what CCP designed these combat sites to have for their drop rates. Like, what are the chances? Because if you go all the way to the end, are you more likely to get a better reward? Or if you get a reward early, will you not get the thing? Like, does a roll of loot give you the message if there's no loot to get early on? And then, do the thing? I don't know. Actually, we should add to this little tracker. Escalations, which this is, I guess we'll put under DED. Pulverize. Oops. 1.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, nothing dangerous in this site. Is this just like a little one dip system out in the middle of nowhere? It is. Just a one spot little low sec system, just like this one out here. These are weird places that you could like live and maybe make some low sec money. That's really sparse out in some of these spots. I don't know where it's taking me. We're going way out of the... We're getting well out of Kansas. We're unlocking air career stuff probably because we're like visit a low sec system in 5 different regions. Yeah, all sorts of weird things. Let's see, let's get to this location. Yeah, worm would be great for this, I think. Oh, it shows the value of our thing because we have the Krelly A-type multi-spectrum in here. As part of the fit. Just put a multi-spectrum in here, guys. Yeah, you'll do great. Let's see, PvE, find the sentient guy, approach, lock, and light him up. They're shooting a different one. All right. It's saying that location 2 doesn't have anything that's going to scram or E-war us in any way. Well, Rise of Pioneers, these ships you seem to have caught off guard represent only a fraction of the group. So it seems to be close, very close. Okay, so I think we escalated again. Get close. Let's loot them. Yep. Add waypoint 9 more jumps. Of course, of course. Hopefully back towards home. Yeah, little to no loot. Go to Bege. Back through the little low sec dip. So we'll run this once. Turn these off. Back up to full armor at the very least. Is 2300 the base Vexor stuff? Like, I don't have any additional, like, skills or anything. It says it's modified. It's green. Normally it's 2000. Okay, so it goes up. It's gone up 15% from the base, based off of my skills. So it probably means there's, like, 2 more skills that would, like, add, like, 5% armor. Or one skill that I could level up, that's probably level 3, and I can level up 2 more to be 25% bonus. I wanted more buffer tank on our routing ship. Type D, restrained inertial stabilizer. Okay. It's a weird reward. We can unlock some weird stuff through the air career program. But man, these jumps are so slow, we're going to end up staying over what I initially intended. But it's going to be... Surely it'll be worth it, right? We're going to get some big loot from it. Perhaps. Perhaps it is. And there's really not much to talk about anymore. It's hard to keep this entertaining, I suppose. What else can we theorize? We have the worm fit. This thing can be fit a little bit different. Are there any other Are there any other guys that,
Warp drive active.
See, this is the one for high-sec routing. It's not exactly stable, but it's probably good enough. If we don't run the civilian, it's stable for a long time. We get some more skills, and we're much more tankier as well. Also don't have a damage control. That might be something we think about. Just for security, just so we have more buffer to kind of lean in if the DPS is a little too rough. And I want more DPS because we want it for our drones to get stuff faster. Let me go back to this. Can I actually... Nope, I can still only fit the civilian. Dang. I was hoping maybe there was something else I could fit here with less CPU required, but only the civilian afterburner, which does give us, like, it takes up a lot less capacitor than really much else. Than the typical afterburners, the one I'm in. And it's still pretty quick. We go 6K, or 600, sorry, not 6K, which is faster than our Vexor at the very least. It's better than the default 360, so it's almost a doubling of our speed.
Drive active.
And if we get our skills done, I'm sure we'll be able to fit a real one once we get CPU Management 5. Get another 5% bonus to our CPU output. Gurgish, what a name! What a name for a system, Gurgish. Why are we out in Mars space fighting drones and stuff? Why does it escalating out here? That's not fair. That should stick around to the Gallente territory. But I'm not floating around in dangerous... I mean, yeah, of course I'm going to be floating around in dangerous territories. We're going to fight drones. And eventually to low sec probably, because this is probably going to escalate to the final 4th location. At least the gates look really cool here in a Mars space. The Gallente ones are kind of old and boring.
Drive active.
You've like got maybe 1 or 2 special ones, like an old man star, that are decent. Cobham is next. We got Hirzan and Ravit? However it's pronounced. I'm terrible at pronouncing names. Oh no, don't hit V on reflex. Come on, Salty.
Warp drive active.
Just boring traveling from here on out. Not even any gate camps to worry about yet. One more little jump, come on.
Warp drive active.
And I'm probably just going to risk it and go with the loot we already got into low sec. Alright.
Warp drive
All this, we're gonna warp there, shoot one thing, and leave. I mean, game design has gotten better in 20 years, but I wish they worked on these a little bit to make them a bit more interesting instead of just warping around most of the time, shooting one thing and then warping to the next location. If you get it. Those home front operations are probably pretty nice. They're all like compact around, you know, big trade hubs and stuff. They're not too far away. You don't have to scan them down or anything, I don't think. Sentient. Go towards you on light. And these guys as well shouldn't have any scrams or E-war to speak of. Just burst them down with the drones real quick. Drone on drone violence. I remember having seen such a large thing. Yes, that means they're escalated again. Oh, and it's not even in low sec, our final point. Come on. There's no excitement at all. Ooh. Nothing still. Okay. Well, we better get it at the last site.
warp drive active.
Let's see. Location 4. It says... Okay, so we gotta fight until the Overseer. Logistic cruiser has stronger tank than the usual cruiser NPC and deals more damage. Okay. Maybe we won't be able to break them, honestly. I mean, I've only got like 100 DPS with the lights. It's like 150 with the, No, it's 100 alone with the mediums. Dang. Yeah, without ammo. Maybe we should try and grab ammo along the way. Nothing. Not even remotely close. Guess I don't really need faction. Ooh, okay, there's some stuff kinda close. Let's see if we get any closer to any of these.
Active.
Spectre Fleet HQ. Oh, that's probably near faction warfare if I had to guess. I click show info for the charge. It's not actually going to show me the info location unless I do that. Let's see, location, yep, below sec. Well, we'll try not to go there unless we got to. And honestly, I don't even really care if it's Caldari Navy. Is there just regular antimatter? I don't know how to spell. Matter charge. Okay, so we're going through some systems.
Warp drive active.
Gietish. Girgish. Girgish has got some systems. We can dock, we can repair, and grab some T1 ammo at the very least. Get us a little bit more DPS. Not anything crazy, but it'll hopefully bring another, like, maybe 30, 40 DPS to the field, which... Logistic Cruiser has a stronger tank than usual cruiser NPCs and deals more damage. So hopefully we'll have enough to break it. But it looks like we'll actually have to fight all the rats and stuff in that spot. $5,000 rounds should be enough. If we need more than that, like, we're probably not going to be able to finish the site. Location. We're going to dock.
Warp drive active.
I'm going to buy all of it. Bam. Wasting all our bounty payout money just to get some junky antimatter. I wonder who lives out here trying to sell antimatter. It's only 5,000, I guess. For all I know, this is like a rookie system or something.
Docking permission requested.
Doesn't even warp me within docking range.
Docking permission requested. Docking permission requested. Docking permission requested. Docking permission requested.
I'm gonna request it as many times as I can
Docking permission requested.
until you let me in here. And then I'm gonna get my ammo and leave, never to come back. Give me my antimatter. I'm not even gonna open the thing and put it in. Actually, I am, because I can do that by the power vested in me. I think it got in. No, alas, it has not. Oh no, it did. The fitting screen doesn't make it seem like it got in, but okay, now it did. Now it updated. Eve's thrown me for a loop again with its UI bugs. Which are apparently still common. We still got this all goofed up, resetting your preferred setting to have all these descriptors open. Which I don't know why they wouldn't be open. There's room for all of them. There's no way to make this smaller. Is there even a way to make it bigger? I can move it around, but I can't, yeah, grab it on any corner.
Warp drive active.
Let's see, so Group A and Group B. We're going to have 4 frigates, and then we're going to have a cruiser or 2 and a frigate or 2, which is researcher. And there's a reinforcement 1, which is a couple frigates and destroyers, and reinforcement 2, which is more destroyers and frigates. Then reinforcement 3, which is only 2 destroyers, and then finally the logistics cruiser. Commander drones in sight. Container in the last location contains T2 salvage. What container in the last location? Does it mean the logistics cruiser when salvage contains T2 salvage? Perhaps it does.
Warp drive active.
I don't even know what you get from salvage. I wonder if you get rig components or not. Well, there we go. 60,000. What is that, bounty drop? I wonder if there's a way to see just our bounty drops. Automatic pay? Nope. Give ISK? Nope, that's not the way to do it. No shares, no market transactions. Income has been huge, and our expenses has been relatively minor. Yes, eating comm, I don't care. I'm here to shoot drones. Actually, eating comm kind of helps us, right? Don't we get bonus to armor, energy warfare, and mining speed? Okay. So technically we get a little bit more buffer for our armor. Does it buff the rats as well? Not that any of them do any E-war. That they might have more armor, theoretically, unless it only is for players, since it seems like it is giving us the buff. Let's turn our scanner improver thingies on, even though our drones are going to do all the work. What have we got? Infestors and researchers as expected. We do not need to lock the asteroid. Yeah, just shoot whoever ends up shooting you. The drones are going after one of the 2 guys that I do not have locked, so I'll never know. We'll never know when they're dead. Oh, and they split their DPS. Oh, come on, guys. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go after the infestor. I'll be over here. Try and speed this up. So I can get back home. We are 100% going back to Do-Dixie. We're adding the waypoint. 14 jumps. Okay, we'll probably end the stream. And I'm gonna boat back to Do-Dixie on my own time, maybe later. But I gotta start me some food. What are they researching? A dead space particle accelerator? That doesn't look like a... Doesn't look like a real particle accelerator. It looks like some crazy bullshit that can't actually exist in real life because the physics don't work. Let's get the Ripper going. Looks like they use, because they're in a Mars base, maybe they use EM, or is that what all drones use? It's a little hard to tell. The drones aren't, our drones aren't getting shot, so kind of okay. We're not exactly super stable against all these guys. It looks like they deal, oh, mostly kinetic and explosive. Explosive is not great against our armor. We thin the herd here. Probably the destroyers that are really bothering our tank more than anything else. Or maybe it is these cruisers. Maybe these cruisers are dealing a bunch. It's hard to tell. We should keep track of this. Okay, dismantle the AVI. You go down first, since you seem to be able to deal a decent bit of DPS. And you go down a good bit quicker than those researchers, since you're not a cruiser. That's nice to see. Let's pilot ourselves around. And yeah, let's get the guy who's close, I suppose. He's a frigate. You guys should push him down pretty quick. What's the next closest? This guy. We'll sick the pack on him next. Hunter Alvey. Yeah, we tank fine now. Now that the big destroyer and cruisers off the field. Just let the drones really do their thing. Sit back and wait for the next reinforcement wave, which should be frigates and destroyers, of course. A lot of frigates and destroyers. Let's sit up straight a little bit. Adjust my posture to a more professional looking approach. Oh, I can shoot these guys. Ah, we have guns. I forgot about it completely. We can just fire on them. Or miss them entirely. These don't track very well, do they? 9.2. I don't know what they're, how good they're supposed to track, honestly. Your angular's not that bad, but you're a destroyer. Let's kind of help with the angular. Yeah, there we go. Try and fly away from them. Give us better transversal on them so we can hit these guys. Nope, not V. I'm so used to hitting V. We're not in low sec. I'm not hitting that guy with those guns. Maybe that guy, though. Still no. I mean, I guess we'll just boat down now. Hopefully we don't need the guns for the big logistics cruiser, logistics overseer, who should be coming in 2 more waves. Although the next wave is only 2 destroyers, so should go pretty quick. The drones still seem mostly unbothered by other drones attacking them, so they're not shooting ours. I wonder if I launch mediums. What are they gonna do? I don't think mediums would track super well. I mean, they're not going fast, really, these ships, so it might be okay. We'll launch them for the next group, the next 2 destroyers that are supposed to spawn in the next wave. Stop the ship here. He's not floating too far away, so the drones will come back pretty quick when we get the infiltrators out and see how they track the destroyers. The destroyer-sized drones. Oh, just one? The site lied to me. It says there's certainly only 2 that could possibly spawn. Oh, and his angular is terrible too, so we can shoot him with the rails. The infiltrators are not hitting him very effectively, but they're mostly for that guy. Our transports are easy prey. Expedition complete. Nice. Now we just gotta beat this dude, right? Unless he's armor tanked. It looks like you were going through him pretty dang quick. It is a little slower. And he's a little quick, so let's speed up and try to catch up to him, because I gotta loot that corpse once it is a corpse. Oh, we're gonna bump off the rock. It's a collidable object. Alright, let's get that loot. Let's get you guys inside. It's probably nothing, but we can always hope and dream. We can always hope and dream that the drone loot overlords will give us my first drop ever from drones. That's worth anything. Approach is good. Nothing. It's just salvage. It's just power conduits. It's nothing. That wasn't worth anything. Man. All that effort for the drone thing is worth nothing. We stayed up an extra hour. Or streamed an extra hour, I guess, or I'm not going to bed after this, but all for nothing. Well, what an anticlimactic thing. I mean, we made some big money today, so it was beneficial in the end. But I think that's where we're going to wrap it up for today. We made, yeah, I think 200 and change mil for 3 hours, which is still pretty good. It's not quite up to our 300 mil average that we've been, 100 mil an hour that we've been running for the whole character. But you know what? We might run that tomorrow. Try and get a little bit of luck and help boost up the low numbers from today. Other than that, I'm going to slow boat it to Dodixie. Well, I guess manually pilot it while I'm getting food and stuff. But thank you very much for watching all the way to the end. I hope to see you next time.